Hi family, welcome to Oracle Conversations. My name is Natasha, a pleasure to meet you. Just gonna pull a few mindful messages. I'm out in the park, by the water, leveling myself, grounding as some will say. And understanding that the things that are for us are ours to be had. Oh, I don't want to get too dirty. I'm already out here I ain't got no socks on. Because I'm going to take my feet out my sneakers and let them feel this beautiful breeze that the universe is communicating to me through. And I'm just gonna have a conversation. Welcome to Oracle Conversations. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, connecting with me, sharing in the insight as we grow, as we evolve, as we raise our vibration on a daily, right? You should be doing that daily. You're doing that daily, right? Oh, universe most high. Underneath the beautiful willow. I love this willow. It's like half in, half out water energy from the top of the tree to the base of it. Half in, half out, right? It's in a spot where it's fully nurturing itself without interruption from others, right? Because I'm in a city park, I just find it interesting the things that they are digging up, replanting, and the things that they have already that are already in existence. I'm in a park, people are walking by. It's early in the morning too, so people are getting their workouts in before work or because they have the free time, morning routines and such. Very sixth house energy in this park, lots of it. Speaking of sixth house, the service house, the house of not just daily routines and rituals, but health and how you service others, right? Virgo. Not just how you organize and control. Those aspects matter, but it is not the core of what Virgo energy is, I know. Be mindful. Okay, Capricorn full moon on the 13th. Set your intentions, do your rituals if you have any. Be mindful of the energy shift, okay? I'm not expecting my tripod to teeter over in this air, but the universe doesn't like where this is going or needs to send me a sign. It's going to do what it needs to do, you know what I'm saying? The Most High. The Most High. Here, let's go ahead and see if we can let these elements talk to us, huh? Yes, I feel you. I need a card. I need a mindful message to elaborate on this conversation we're having about shifting knowledge, instilling knowledge, raising vibration for the collective. And by the way, collective includes me. Anyone you hear reading for the collective, they are also part of the collective. Some people have a hard time understanding that. I don't really understand why they turn these cameras on and say collective and then just say I, or just say you, when it's really a we energy. Collective energy is a we energy, which is why I always say we in my videos, for the most part. Okay, here we go. 2 cards out. Unique lives. I respect everyone's individual decisions and way of life. We are each on our own unique journeys.
Plug yourself in.
Plug yourself in. We're all on our own unique journeys. And my way isn't the only way. My job is not to change others, but to simply love them. Magic. There is magic and miracles all around me. Where others see coincidence, I see evidence of life synchronicities. I love filling life with wonder and magic. It's way more fun that way. I'm just going to turn these around so you can get a good eye view. Very much so loving space, very much so throat chakra colors, right? The green and the blue. And you may be in that space, recognizing your own journey, where it is that you need to go, where we need to go, what it is that we need to do, our purpose in life, as well as how we have to leave space for people to do their own thing. But understand that the magic will fulfill that space. It will give order where there was none. It will fulfill loneliness where there was none. It will fulfill. That is where the divine comes in. When it comes to the change, the transformative energy, is where your belief muscle increases the strongest, because you're going into unknown territory, right? You're going into something that you've never seen before, doing before, or ever being before, whether it be new job, new relationship, new health regime, new computer system, all of those things, right? Maybe you have always wore short hair and now you're letting it grow. It could be something as simple as that, or something as simple as, you know, incorporating more fruits and vegetables in your diet. You know? Spending more time in the park, grounding yourself. Spending more time in the water, right? Going to the lake house more often. Always love fishing. Maybe you're incorporating watching fishing channels and doing fishing type things and ordeals more. Whatever it is, I don't know. I could go on and on about the possibilities, right? From my own experiences in life and things that I've read and know about and people I've met along the way. I can go on and on about possibilities and the randomness of what the shift is. I'm not trying to guess that for you, or claim that I'm a psychic medium that's going to tell you that. You know your life. You're already living it. You see where the shifts and changes are. I am going to implore you to not lie to yourself about them. And if it's time to make the shift, then you should just go ahead and do it. You know, if you've been visiting the doctor and the doctor has been telling you, you know, you really need to do something about your blood pressure, it's time to cut out the salt for good. You know, stop being so dependent. Learn flavors, learn herbs, learn spices. It'll do the exact same thing. You'll actually get the flavor instead of the salt. And it'll be a shift, but it'll be a good one. You'll activate all the other taste buds on your tongue. Then when you eat other foods, you're like, oh. Then the next thing you know, you're telling people, this got too much salt in it. Says the person who always puts hot sauce and salt on their food. Not me, but I'm just saying, you know, in the example. if you're the person that always needs like hot sauce and salt on your food and things like that, because Tabasco has sodium in it too. I don't care which one you like to use, there's sodium in that. It's better to just cut up real peppers or use crushed red pepper if you want some heat. Okay? From my heart to yours, of course. In love. Do what you want. I force no one to make any type of transformation in their life, even when it's needed. This coming from a person who nursed their father into the divine's arms. Okay? From his lively body into the divine's arms. Hold lightly. If you want to screenshot it without my face, I don't have a problem with that. I take the things and people that come into my life lightly, not holding on too tight, so that when it comes time for them to go, they may go smoothly. This does not mean I love any less or not value, but that I am open to the changes of life. Opening up your heart space, right? Gathering your comfort. We have Mars in Taurus right now. Full moon in Capricorn in a day. You know what's more amazing about that energy? It'll be towards the end of the month. All of that will be trining and conjuncting in some type of way with Pluto. There's going to be a shift in knowing what it is you truly want and putting action to it. You're going to have to put action to it if you have not started already. Those of us who have already started, okay? Blessings and abundance unto you. Those of us who just began the journey, blessings and abundance to everyone. But just know that you are going to need to give yourself a lot of patience and grace when you're shifting and you're changing. And I'll give you an example. There is a young lady on TikTok who has a song that everyone loves, right? It goes, I will be one of the... It's called The King's Affirmation. I'm just going to tell you the name of it. I'm not going to sing it. It's called The King's Affirmation, right? And in this song, she talks about how great she's going to be. Don't come for the people close to her. Know that she's connected to the divine, pretty much. I mean, like, she's talking boss, high vibration energy, okay? She's talking understand that where I am going, very few will be able to go there. Very few will be able to handle what I'm putting down. But those who are down, I'm going to send my location. You can meet me and be a part of this growing space, right? While I protect those around me and move into the loving space for myself and for those around me. I mean, pretty much. The words are very specific, though. It is very much so affirmational type energy in this song. Like, you could sing this song every day, and I promise you, it will raise your vibration from the actual tone of the frequency of the beats that she uses to the words, to the chant. right tree. This is a very old tree. Seen a lot. Anyways, she's on TikTok making her rounds. She has lots of followers, of course, making noise. And she had an issue with the song. Someone else did like a cover of it, and they're getting credit, and then they took her song down, even though she's the one with the copyright. She's the owner of the song. And that didn't last long, you know, with the fan base that she has behind her. And then someone did an immaculate thing. Taraji P. Henson played it during a monologue opening of the BET Awards, which let everyone well aware of whose song it was and what's actually happening, right? Which means people be paying attention, but just because they don't come out and say anything doesn't mean. I mean, there's so many messages in that. How people are watching you without you actually knowing that they're watching you, right? Which is why you have to do things and not care about people watching you. You must execute the vision without people watching you. You must not care. You have to not care in order to put your purpose out there and to get the message that needs to be had in whatever way it is you deliver, whether it be through music, whether it be through poetry, whether it be through art, you know, oracle messages, some type of teaching, guidance, etc. Understanding that everyone is not going to go on that journey with you. They are not going to be able to handle the hard times that come along with the journey like that. Anytime you are chosen or walking in purpose, there is normally a lot of separation in your life, right? It's the black sheep. I don't want to call it a syndrome, but you know, I like the chosen one effect. Okay, that's my little way of saying when you walk in purpose, when you have decided to choose an enlightened path that is not stringent to a specific rule base, but it is guided through the universe, and guided by the Most High, people don't like that very much. It's strange. It's odd. And then it turns into why you don't think you have to abide by the rules, when actually that's not true at all. We abide by a lot of rules. We abide by a lot of rules and regulations and stipulations.
Off the ground.
You know, lots of guidelines. Which is why we stay so well protected. They're just not the guidelines of the world, of a religion. It's a different rule book. And the crazy thing about it is there is rules. Just not the rules you think. Not talking about speed limits and governmental laws rules. Okay? Because those really don't apply to the chosen. We can make income in all different types of ways. Holding a job is not really a necessity for us. And if it is, it's usually something solid and long term, something that is considered difficult to get, or we're in a position of power to appoint other chosen ones. So don't think that evil, even though it exists everywhere, so this is divine. Like, what? Okay, I'm getting off topic. My brain is doing the letter thing. It is time for shift and change, for the good things to come in. For the good things to come in. And there will be plenty of good things in different ways, you know. But mind the shift. Because I can almost guarantee all of you can feel it. Especially if you're watching this channel. Mind your birth chart. See where these energies are going to hit strongest for you. And meditate on them and work with them. Flow with them. So that you can execute what it is that you are here to do. Flourish like the chosen one you are. You only need to choose a direction. But what if I choose the wrong path, Natasha? You'll be redirected. Oops, I made a left. And I'm going to do this boulevard when I should have made a right at My Mind is Open to the Blessings Avenue. There is a difference. Even if you don't know or if you've missed a step, you will be redirected. It is necessary for you to be redirected. Your purpose says so. We get so caught up in this tangible world that we forget how superior our soul is to that. Yes, the flesh, the avatar is restricting, especially depending on what part of the earth you're on, right? North America, South America, the Western world, the Eastern world, depending on where you are, where you're located, what the rules of the land is where you are. But it does not stop the execution of the purpose. Governmental laws cannot stop the planet's rotation and these energies pushing through. It just can't. They want to, which is why they instill so much fear. The consequences are so much strong. It is about trying to tell you that they have control that they do not have, but trying to maintain the little control that they do have. And they're in for a rude awakening, by the way. Aren't we all? It's not going to end how they think it's going to end. And it's just getting started. You know, a lot of people are like, Age of Aquarius, Age of Aquarius. All things are a process. Planet movements are a process. Whatever rules they want to construct and do and issue and enforce is a process. And there's a lot of processes right now being created and being unwritten. I don't really want to say unwritten, but rewritten. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself grace as the road opens. If you don't give yourself grace, no one else will. Grace is sufficient. Grace is sure. Grace is certain. Grace is patient. Grace is so patient. going to sit and enjoy this silence and earth energy. I suggest you do the same. Get you some earth energy in your life, whether it's going to a city park or the lake, the house on the lake, or the cabin in the woods, or going camping, period, or just going out into your backyard and putting your feet out in the grass. I implore you to get familiar with Earth and its energy. Get used to the nature in your space. It's a wonderful place to be. Love on yourself more. Give grace to others. Stay prosperous.